So what is up guys, welcome back today to another video on this channel. Hope you're all doing marvelous, fantastic, and in this video I'm here with a book with so many, and I literally mean it, so many of you requested me to review, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. An amazing, thrilling, awesome fictional book which we're going to be diving into today, so stay tuned. Before we jump into the video, it takes a long time to make these videos and come up with scripts for these videos, so it's greatly appreciated if you take the time to subscribe. Sometimes YouTube glitches out and unsubscribes you, so just go down and check to see if you subscribe. Well, with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. I'm not actually gonna jump this time, like you guys can do some good jump or something. So, The Hunger Games. Now, this widely successful, popular bestseller by Suzanne Collins is an amazing, thrilling masterpiece. It talks about the future of North America, where every year a tournament called the Hunger Games takes place, where 24 participants, which are randomly chosen, are supposed to kill each other to see who survives, and he or she is crowned the winner of the respective Hunger Games. So in this book we talk about the 74th Hunger Games. So before we jump into my irritating blabbering of the book, let's read the summary at the back of the book, shall we? Winning means fame and fortune, losing means certain death. The Hunger Games have begun. In the ruins of a place once known as North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital with a T-O-L in the end, surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capital is harsh and cruel and keeps the districts in line by forcing them all to send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the annual Hunger Games, a fight to death on live TV. Oh yes, I also forgot to mention, your death is going to be broadcasted across all 12 districts. So everyone you know is going to see you die. Happy days. So what basically is happening in this book is they send one boy and one girl from the ages of 12 to 18. So just picture this. Imagine everyone, by some random odd possibility, everyone from all districts is chosen to be 18 or at least 17 above, 17 or 18. And then there's one kid who's 12 years old. How is he or she going to survive? So many people feel that this is unfair, but then there are so many people in the capital and the upper higher class districts who love watching this death game. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen regards it as a death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the games. But Katniss has been close to death before, and survival for her is a second nature. I love how they just put two commas and say for her, like for no one else, just for her. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender. But if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. Basically, what the final paragraph is trying to tell us is Katniss Everdeen, the hero or main character in this book, her sister is chosen, who's a 12-year-old, and she loves her more than her own life. She volunteers to take her sister's place in the Hunger Games. So the final lines that say she'll have to making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love, which basically means is, does she care about her life more, or is she okay with saving her life by killing someone else? Or someone she loves could be in the arena, and is it her life that's more important or theirs? Basically that. So here are two super famous authors who have given some feedback on this book. I really want to share that, though I usually don't do that. One of the best written and most thought-provoking books I've read in a long time. This is said by Anthony Horowitz. You don't know who Anthony Horowitz is? He is the author of Alex Rider, which is an amazing, super interesting, action-packed novel series about a 14-year-old spy in MI6, I believe. If it wasn't MI6, please just tell me down in the comments. A violent, jarring, speed wrap of a novel that generates nearly constant suspense. I couldn't stop reading, by Stephen King. Now, if you don't know who Stephen King is, the author of It, ever heard of that? The Shining. These are two of Stephen King's most popular books. He's a horror book writer, and just love his work. So these two super famous, interesting, and believable authors have this to say about the book. Let's see what this idiot does. So first of all, what I want to say is this book is pretty violent and graphic. So again, 14 to 15 ages above, but there are still some of you below that who are going to read it. So why should I even say that? It's super, super, super bloody or gory if you want to take it. There's lots of fighting, attacking, and I mean overall the genre is pretty dark, so it is pretty fighty. But it's not completely dark. It's not death everywhere. It's not. Okay, there's a lot included about love. There's a lot of hilarious comedy, which is what makes this book amazing. There's affectionate parts of the book, there are interesting parts of the book, there are action-packed parts of the book, there are comedic parts of the book. Everything is packed into one. So let's quickly jump into the basic storyline. Katniss Everdeen volunteers for her sister's place in the Hunger Games, along with a boy called Peeta Mellark. Weird names, I know, but this is the future. Who knows what weird things they do in the future. So Peeta and Katniss are the two people taking part in the Hunger Games from District 12. They are still over the 22 others who are going to be coming from all the other districts, namely from District 1 to District 11. Two people from all the districts are going to be coming, and they're going to be a battle of 24 in an arena, which is designed by game makers. Basically, something like game developers, but for humans. They develop the game, they lay out everything, and that's the arena where the humans have to go. So, Katniss is now taken along with Peeta to the Capitol, where they meet their trainer, Haymitch. Now, Haymitch was the winner of the last Hunger Games from their district, and he's been the only winner forever because their district has never ever won after Haymitch had won, and they wonder, there's something wrong with this guy. How did he win? So they go onto a train onto the Capitol, and here's where we come to know that the Hunger Games is actually nothing but a big, fat, fancy show. You have to show things to the audience which may or may not be real. Just make up stuff and show it to them. That's how to beat the Hunger Games. All you have to do is make up stuff which makes you desirable so that sponsors will send you stuff in the arena. Sponsors, namely the people who are betting on your survival. So let's say you showed that you're super cool. In a test with the game makers, you got a top high score. In the interview, you are saying things that captivate the audience. You're wearing beautiful dresses. Your entry is amazing. You seem like a likable person. Everyone is gonna bet on you. That's the game Peeta and Katniss play, but in a different way. All of them know that even the tributes, the people who are chosen from the same district, have to inevitably kill each other. And that's fine. But what Haymitch has planned is Katniss and Peeta show each other to be together, show each other to be friends. So that makes them both desirable, that the two of them who love each other have to fight. That makes the attention pull towards them. That's how the sponsors are going to start pouring in. The only problem with this is Peeta actually loves Katniss. Katniss doesn't. For Katniss, it's just a strategy. For Peeta, it's his real feeling. So now, Cinna, Cinna, is Katniss's designer, and he seems to be a guy who's quite different from everyone else. He's a well-mannered, intelligent young guy, and he's pretty suspicious because he was a new guy, and every time the new designers come, they are always handed District 12, which is the worst district. So Katniss asks him, so you were new, so you got District 12, didn't you? He's like, no, I asked for it. Yeah, so he basically asked for it. And by the way, side note, this is also a major motion film, so you can check that out right now. So now, pop into the arena, they form alliances, they meet up with so many other people they have to kill, fight, and do horrible things to survive, but not without love. There's still plenty of love, affection going around in the arena, and a twist comes, which is, I'm not gonna tell you, come on, read the book yourself. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. So that was The Hunger Games. Now, this is actually a trilogy, and things come to my mind when I read books like The Hunger Games, The Maze Runner, or ever heard of the popular TV show Game of Thrones, or just talking about things like more believable things like Alex Rider, you think, how did the author think of such a thing? Like, how did it come to Suzanne Collins' mind that there should be a land in the future of North America where there are 12 areas from where each of them has to send 2 children to kill themselves and everyone around them? How do you think of that? Well, I guess that's why they're writers and I'm not. Thank you so much for watching this dweeb blabbering at the screen again for over 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this video. This trilogy is amazing. I recommend it to anyone of any age, irrespective of what I said before. I'd recommend this to anyone. Go ahead, grab your copy right now. Interesting, action-packed. You don't believe me? Believe Stephen King and Anthony Horowitz, who have also praised this book, and these are just the ones printed at the back of the book. There'll still be millions. Now come on, there'll be millions of authors who praised it, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm gonna see you next time, 17 years later. Goodbye.